All right, here we go again. Buckle up. Rough roads ahead. We'll try to make those rough roads a little less rough. Actually, what it's saying, right? No, I just ordered some magnesium oil and I used a different one that's a variety of different things. This one's just straight up magnesium oil. That's nice. The one magnesium oil comes in heavily plasticized coating here, tamper proof. And the other one didn't, but they put it in a bag, a sealed bag before they shipped it. And maybe from the manufacturer that way. I don't know. But I guess some people get a little antsy about that. Yeah, it was weird to get it delivered quickly. I needed to hang on a sec. That's a much nicer sprayer too. Well, the other one is like a mixture of lavender or magnesium. I ran out of or I couldn't find what was left. Just a little bit was left of the magnesium straight up. My arnica is frozen shut. It dried, so I'm trying to get that one open. I mean, Satan's really hit me here. And the other arnica I use is not as good as that one. I don't know what the difference is, but I know which one to use and which one not to use. I bought some of the other one like in bulk. I didn't want to just run out to massage therapy as soon as I got the epidural. I wanted to give it a couple days to circulate and to heal before I got somebody touching on my body. Yeah, it's pretty whack morning here. Can't get the right side to relax. Oh, I see what it's saying to do. I missed some medication here on my back. Well, not having a wife makes it difficult. Also, I did everything I could to not have this not happen. Let's see if this works. Yeah, it's good. So turn this on. Put the spin. Now, if I could return to normal health, I'd be tickled. And I don't know why I couldn't get there in the last 4 years. I mean, first it was the COVID restrictions, and then it just never got any better. I couldn't think of it. And when I did think of like the massage, I just couldn't get. And again, it's not just COVID; it's just everything they did all those years. And then they do certain things to trigger it. So yeah, what you need to do is change it up a little bit. You just need to, chill out and well, there's probably going to be class action lawsuits off of some of this stuff. They're just waiting, to mount it so it mounts up. If you were disenfranchised by President Trump's executive order, you might want to give us a call. 1-800 Trump Trump. Well, the judges are, when you say the judges, it's actually the Constitution. If you read the Federalist paper, it was known that there was a possibility that a straight up democracy could actually become Nazi Germany. So that's why, and if you study history, and you would understand that in 1775, 1776, they had centuries of Europe, even Jewish history, and what they were doing to Jewish people before Nazi Germany. Because they were democracies, and the democracy said, again, they weren't democracies, but it could happen in a democracy. Right? Hate the Jew or hate this person or that person. That's why the judges exist. So when Elon says it's the judges, he's actually saying the Constitution. The Constitution protects us from being singled out and destroyed by people that could possibly fund a big election and get elected. It's not perfect, but the whole darn country's corrupt. So, it only works so far. Like Elon's saying it, and nobody's actually saying it, but I know in their mind they're like, Elon, we're Republicans. We don't say democracy, we say republic. It's a constitutional republic. It's actually better. It actually refines democracy, so you can't be an evil democracy, or shouldn't be. Again, it's corrupt and all that. Oh, that's what it's saying to do. Right? It's actually telling me to actually also put some. It's going to get a little bit weak, my back and all that for a little while, but it's saying put the put the magnesium topical solution on the left side of the back. Also, get it both to relax, and then they'll both power up equally, or as equal to possible. Well, again, 4 years ago, 8 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. Again, you have to stop these people. Yeah, and there's a lot of admin employees in the bureau, so. Well, again, like in the military, it's like when I said with Hegseth, and he eventually drifted his policy kind of around it. You never know who you're going to need. And what? I know for a fact you're getting rid of people you need. And you're alienating people you need, so they won't even talk to you. Agreed. And President Trump's making a mess. Big mess. With these, I don't know who's advising him or not advising him. I know Donald's Donald, but because it doesn't work. I told you that before you even. Because they're going to use it to sue the hell out of the administration. See, you're picking on the lawyers, or again, whether you agree with them or not, but they're lawyers. You're not going to you're not going to, maybe you'll try next. I don't know. But you're not going to disbar them. So they can enter in a courtroom with all their buddies and go after you. Well, it's obvious that your pattern and practice is something similar to that. I'm helping you, believe me. Nobody else will tell you that. And when they want you to pay them $1 million, so they're going to tell you how wonderful. Well, but every bit of power that we lose, every bit of power we have to use on something like that is power we don't have to run the other stuff. And again, believe me, you're being blindsided. Oh, my mic fell. I'm going to try changing my shoes and see if the other ones work any better. Well, the attorneys, they know not to say anything up front. They know to wait. See? Then they'll strike when the iron's hot. Well, I'm actually telling you your future. I don't know what it is. I can't get that right side to relax today. Might be that I didn't take an arnica bath. I had one night where I slept and I stayed loose the whole night, but like one night. It's probably still inflammation. Well, the biggest issue is where you're attacking the judges. They're just going to sit back and wait. And then they're going to get you. You all know what the system is. You've used it over and over again. And I'm not saying you're Nazis, but you're taking on that SS kind of form. Like the SS is in government. The SS is, next to government. Right. But it doesn't work here. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The SS takeover of government is impossible here. It's actually going to cause the reverse to happen. Well, in MAGA, they hate government employees because you hate government employees, but the rest of the world doesn't. I mean, they're not going to generalize. You're generalizing the idea that the government employee is the one messing up, nobody else, because they're coming against you stopping trans and LGBTQ movies when it has really nothing to do with that for a lot of them. Well, they spend a lot of time structuring government that does work, and you're trying to dismantle that also. All that I've been saying that for years. Even the money that went to Ukraine, it's insane. Even the money went to Israel, it's insane. We actually spent, Biden actually did protect Israel, believe it or not. He limited some things, but he kept them nice and secure. He had the whole Navy, or not the whole Navy, he had like a Navy fleet over there, and then some. That's what protect. That was the enhancement to the Iron Dome, all that stuff. And we built stuff in Jordan. Now Biden was playing a game because he was trying to get elected, and he's right. I mean, using all these weapons to kill kids. I mean, like every kid's, you show a video of some kid, and again, why is that happening? Because you want it to happen. You all got will, and you're all willing the Palestinian to look a certain way and be a certain way. That's why Hamas can just waltz in and be the king of that. I was just watching a video yesterday with a Palestinian girl carrying her sister. I mean, I don't know how old is she? Maybe 8, 10, probably 10, I guess. About 10, maybe 12. I guess maybe 12. But she's got her, like, what is it, like her 6-year-old sister on her back, and she's carrying her walking to the hospital, draped over her shoulders, because she got hit by a car, and some guy gives her a ride. I mean, they'd be ripe to be recruited someday. She'd be, being treated like that. Well, at this point, it looks like it was a constructed land grab. And like I said, if you'd have listened to me, listen to Olmert, listen to Bush, and just did what we wanted you to do, I don't even think Hamas would have been in there. And then I made up the plan to get rid of them. I said, you got to make because you hate Arabs so much, you weren't willing to shift, because you can psychologically shift Fatah any direction you want. I know that. So watch what you did to my life. And of course, the other people in the world. And then you go in and you get rid of Hamas with that entity. That's how we always have done it. Indigenous personnel, the special forces model. Right. None of you had a right to be in my life. This is what you were constructing, this kind of poor health, because it gets your jollies off. And of course, they pay you for it. Nobody ever said, I don't remember Bush, Cheney, me, or Olmert saying that the borders have to be what they are. I don't remember that ever coming up. In fact, I think it was the reverse, that we'll decide that later. What first has to happen is the Palestinian Authority, Fatah, needs to show that they are a respectable government that will acknowledge Israel's right to exist. And that was pretty much it. That's where it was. And we were building up their government services. It makes no sense that they would elect Hamas. It really doesn't. I mean, they actually had a future. I don't know what the land looks like around them, how populated Israel is. I don't know if you could have, you know, have the Gaza with them. That we get half, you get half, but we're going to give you this little extension that moves into Israel. And again, it doesn't have to be two states. It can be two states, which means what? It means one nation, two states. But you have to again get to the point of legitimizing everything. So like I healed this woman jogging here, so now she won't be raped. Somewhere in the future. Now she won't get hit by a car. When these people that stalk me, they curse me to that stuff. Either to be a rapist or actually even be raped. They're weird. That's really what they're like. Thank you, Larry. Thanks, Larry, for everything you do. Boy, I'm way too hungry. I got to stay out of that house. And I'll just be eating all day. So today's Shabbat. Tonight I have to light the candles. Yeah, I think I just need some massage at this point. But again, getting to it, I got to feel just right about it, I guess. Boy, it's so warm today. That's so weird. Right. I was trying to walk. I don't want to. I didn't want to like walk by my neighbor because he's out there in his car doing something. So I said I was going to walk a different way. And when I did that, this other guy that I don't want to walk past right now. I don't want to make people paranoid. I'm trying to, because the thing that makes people paranoid is on. Yeah. I was trying to. I'll just walk right up the middle. So what happens is my back cramps up. This and then releases. This right arm is kind of funky because everything's stretched out and it's loose. I don't think I need a shoulder replacement. I just got to stop that cramping, and then it solidifies in a firm fashion. Right? I like being outside. I wish I didn't have so much inflammation. I think some of it's already minimized a little bit. Well, I'll tell you for my. Let me see my back. I guess it's still a little tight on the. It's still tight on that right side. I can't get rid of it. I'm gonna have to. I guess I could massage up here. Let me go grab some of that arnica. I'm not as tight as I was this morning, no, but this I can feel the neck tissues are just a little too tight, strung a little too tight. Not tight, but just not as compliant. They just kind of they're tighter than they need to be. But from before, it looked like my back would, like a muscle in my back would tighten up, and then it would pull on the neck. So it wasn't like the reverse. It didn't seem like the reverse. Like years ago when I was in Indianapolis, that's what happened. The right side of my jaw just like tightened up horribly. So something like this happened in Indianapolis, and I was able to, just take a shot and stretch it, and it worked. I couldn't see anything. Couldn't think of anything. Being stalked by these people all day long. This is really sucky. I can't even open up my. I'll just soak it in hot water or something. Can't open up this container of Arnica pain relief gel. It actually helps it relax. I'm trying to get in there, right? No, it's hard to do that. It's not actually. Get a wrench on it or something. Oh well, that's not working. Where's the other one? Yeah, I even bought this stuff. I can't use it. That's what their curses do. Can't get the darn thing open. So essentially, I probably should have went for another epidural within a year of that one, probably even 6 months. I don't even know if it's a real epidural at this point. Deep state was so thick in Texas. That's why I don't understand it. Places that complain about deep state are like all about the deep state. Now my neck's too tight. I'm trying to figure out how to. Actually, not my neck. It's just right here. Right. There it is. Oh, oh my God. Couldn't find it earlier. It's down on my shoulder, kind of. Oh, oh. It's probably been like that all night. Oh my God. I just released it a little bit. And it's down in that back. I got to get somebody to massage me. I'm trying to find my other arnica because I use that as like the lubricant to massage my neck. Otherwise, the magnesium oil burns my neck. And I go in, if I go in the massage after that, they get freaked out because they see red spot, or something. Came back on something I said earlier. Thank you. Yeah, I forgot my ashwagandha. See, that may have been the difference too. Yeah, it kind of freaks me out about this speaker. Well, the ashwagandha reduces cortisol, which could be the difference between your back releasing and not. I can feel it. It's all right here. Right. It's all knotted up. Yeah, I got to get my neck and back done. Dude, that's not it. Where's it? Where is it? I guess that's it. Trying to see here if I can get him for massage. I just found a trigger point. It's telling me to go with somebody, but I'm not sure. I'm just trying to see if it's a setup or real. I stay peaceful, praise God, and all to do, praise God.